Once you've created a project, you're going to need to start adding your sources. From the Noodle Tools homepage, you'll see all of your projects listed. You're going to need to click into the project that you're working on. Today I'm going to work on my healthy foods project. You know that you're in the right project by looking at the very top. It'll tell you the title of the project you're working on, but you can see I have no sources yet. So I'm going to need to add some new sources. I'm going to the top right-hand side where you have this plus new source button. This is different from my new project button. I'm going to click on new source. And this is where I need to do some thinking. Where did I find my information today? Was it from a database, a website, a book, which would be printer in hand, viewed, heard, or live, file app, etc. Today we're going to be looking at a website. So I'm going to click on website. And it is a web page that I'm looking at, and you will mostly be using this as well. Okay, from here, this is where I need to start filling in all the different parts of my bibliography, the citation. So my URL, when it was published, who the author is, what the title is, etc. I'm using today a website called 8 Evidence-Based Health Benefits of Quinoa from the website is Healthline. And make sure that when you're using any sort of website, however, you have evaluated it to make sure that it is reputable and that the author has correct information. So I'm going to go back to my Noodle Tools source page. The first thing I need is a URL. That's the web address. I'm going to click into my box here. I'm going to copy my web address, go into my sources, and just paste it. As easy as that. Date of publication. When was this published? This gets to be a little bit trickier here because you have to start searching for the information within the website. Luckily for me, I can see my date of publication is right here. It's updated on January 5th, 2022. So I'm going to go back into my sources. Oh, let me check that again. January 5th, 2022. I'm going to go in here, January 5th, 2022. Most recent date of access, that's the day you last looked at it. For me, that would be today. So I'm going to click on this Today button and it will autofill all that information for me. Contributors is next. So that would be authors, editors, etc. You can see in my article, I have 2 contributors here, a Jillian Kubala and a Chris Gunners. So I'm going to go back to my sources. I'm going to change my role to author. First name, Jillin, no middle name, and last name is Kubala, okay? Suffixes just would be a junior, etc. I don't have anything for the first author, so I'm going to add a contributor for the second one, and that would be Chris Gunners. No middle name, last name would be Gunn. Okay. Next, I need to find out what the web page or document article title is. That's the title of the article that I'm reading. You can see the title I have right here is this, 8 Evidence-Based Health Benefits of Quinoa. Sometimes you can copy this directly from the page and paste it right here. Okay. The name of my website, that's usually going to be at the top left-hand side. Here we have the title is Healthline. Publisher. Publisher is sometimes the title of the website, or if you're not sure, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom, and sometimes they will have that information down here. You can see I've got Healthline Media would be my publisher here. Let me go into my Noodle Tools. Going back to my website, at the very bottom of the page, sometimes if you're having trouble finding an author or a publication date, this would be where you would look. About Us would be good. Sometimes it'll say published, when, etc. So come down to the bottom of the page if you're struggling to find that information. If you cannot locate an author, or if you cannot locate a publisher, etc., you would just skip those different parts of the citation. You would skip, for instance, author if you can't find an author, or you'd skip the most date of publication if you cannot find a date of publication. Once I think I have everything, I'm not going to write an annotation. I don't need to do that for this project. I'm going to scroll up to the top and click on that Save button. Oh, I it's telling me I did something wrong. I need to select the role of the second contributor, and she is an author. So I'm going to click Save Now. And you can see I have my very first citation for my bibliography. It has my authors, both of them. It has my title of the article in quotation marks. It has the title of my website, the publisher, the date it was published, and the URL. And it's everything